Sun, moon, and stars.
It's a dark night, 2-0. So, you see the beacon of light through that black hole? Greetings. We're going to go ahead and get into channeling part 3 of this reading. If you haven't checked out the beginning portion, make sure to do so. I'll try to attach it to the information cards associated with this video. Now, for those that have seen the behind the scenes located on Sun, Moon, and Stars Intuitive here on YouTube, what this is getting to is you realizing that this was going to be the outcome. Now, in regards to talk being cheap, what I know to be true is someone feels like they have the gift of gab. And because they feel this way, they're telling you sweet nothings, and they're also telling someone else the same thing. Now, what someone is not aware of is that this individual has a family. Now, for one specific person, this is a couple of the same gender. However, they're not aware that they have their eyes set on someone of the opposite gender. And because of this, either you or a third person is currently feeling trapped. Now, what I'm also picking up is, in the coming weeks, someone's going to reach out and tell you something. Now, for some, this is surrounding a third-party allegation. And for another, this is talking about you receiving bad news. Now, in regards to this reading energy, what this is talking about is a prophecy. Now, this prophecy came from me specifically. However, what someone is going to be shocked by is the details. And this is because this man already knew what was going to take place. However, they can't believe that someone actually said what they said and did what they did. And because of this, someone is showing up as unhonorable. Now, for someone else, because of someone's hard pickup lines, they're feeling pressured into making a choice. However, this is someone that has a commitment phobia. And because they have one, they're going to say that they are not your divine feminine. But because divine feminine is here next to heartbreak, what this is talking about is something coming full circle. Now, you may know that someone is interested in you. And if this is you that is in this heartbreak energy, people may accuse you of being a heartthrob. However, they're not aware that you're known for breaking hearts. Now, in regards to someone striving for perfection, what this is talking about is someone taking an action that ended up showing up reckless spiritually. Now, because someone is known for doing what they want, what is going to happen is this individual is going to make a play at someone else. Now, it just so happens that at the time of this individual attempting to trap someone else, they were also seen leaving another female's house. Now, how you all play a role in this energy is someone felt like when you were away, you lay down with somebody else. And because of this, they feel like they're getting you back. But what I also know to be true is when someone attempts to reach out to another person, they're going to act as if they don't know who they are, and they're going to fake being busy. Now, this certainly has a lot to do with the clay pot that I also intuited in a prior reading. However, because this reading energy is here on top of fake busy, what this is talking about is someone felt like if they did a reading and reversed cards, that they wouldn't have the outcome of everyone else associated with the collective pool. And since this is the case, what I foresee in the coming months is someone either getting a reading or someone acknowledging that a certain reading is for them. Now, because I keep cutting on this love energy, what this is telling me is this needs to play out. And because it needs to, several different people are showing up in this frequency. Now, you may know of a technology spirit. However, you are not aware that the person that is saying that they are one is hearing technician and they don't hear spirit. And since this is the case, in the coming months, this person is going to feel some form of shame. Now, what I also know to be true is because of someone's distorted views, how they felt like they would get you back is erasing something out of your device. And for another, this person feels like because you called them out in a reading that they could send you distorted energy. Now, because this is in the future placement, what this is telling me is there's time to rectify a situation. However, in regards to somebody feeling heartbroken, what I'm picking up is a clout chaser was already aware that they were causing strife amongst siblings and couples. However, because they feel like you are someone that does not watch readings, how this plays a role in your energy is you're the one that they're going to reach out to. And because of this, they're going to say that you are also the one that needs to be trapped up. Now, what I'm picking up is their form of trapped up means a litigation for some, and for others, this is talking about with a child. Wham wham. Now, if you feel like this is you, what I'm picking up is you are a divine feminine that may or may not be an elect one. And because of this, what I'm getting for you, if you're not an elect one, is someone that you're interested in is already spoken for with a paper contract and a whole family. However, because you feel like this is a twin flame, you're not going to choose to walk away. And it's a shame, because what I'm getting is you got tired of someone's antics in the past. And because you did so, you felt pressured to move on quickly. However, you didn't heal. Now, what I foresee in the coming months for you, divine feminine, that is not an elect one, if you don't fall back off of this married man, the person that they are married to is going to come after you. Now, you may have recently seen a news clip, and because you've seen it, you're well aware of all the things that are coming out. However, if you are someone that is in Santa Cruz or near Santa Cruz, what this is talking about is your energy coming out in this reading, because you are the one that feels like when I do a reading, you need to get on camera so you can attempt to channel the same thing. Although you have several failed attempts, you're adamant on doing so because you feel like it's going to make my lights dim. Interesting enough, I picked up on this energy in my More reading. And because you're all over the More tier, several individuals know who you are because you're a reader. Now, in regards to the man with dreamy eyes, which is surely this heartthrob that is your potential heartbreaker, what this is talking about is him not being a 13. However, the Diablos know exactly who they are. Now, you may feel like the Diablos is a G-A-N-G. However, these particular Diablos are archangels. And because they're archangels, they're going to show up hostile. Now, in regards to a plot twist gone awry, what this is talking about is the thunder of God. However, you're not associating the thunder of God with Raphael. Whom you're associating the thunder of God with is Mercy, and that is not the case. Now, if you know of a Scorpio's involvement with a divine feminine, my advice is for you to back up off of her spouse, because this individual is not for the play, and neither are her allies. Now, if you feel like this is you in this do as I say energy, what this is talking about is an older female feeling like they could trap someone younger. And since this is the case, you're already aware of who this is. However, because Wolf Puss came out in a behind the scenes reading, you're not aware that this individual has a certain smell. And because they do, you're going to say that this is the smelly fish lady, and you are indeed correct. However, because an Uber didn't show up when this Wolf Puss attempted to go out and about, they're going to say there's something reversed. And this is because they don't want anyone to show up for you, or this is how you felt in regards to a Scorpio's divine feminine. Now, if you feel like you are this Scorpio, what this is talking about is you not being a Mercy. Now, for those that are puzzled, a Mercy is a certain type of archangel. Now, you could be seeing Santa Marata, and if this is the case, this indeed is not a Mercy. However, they are in the lines of being one. And this is because there are several Santa Maratas, because Santa Marata is a class. Now, if you are familiar with the woman version, what this is getting to is you being chosen for something. However, currently, you're not aware of what you are chosen for. And this is because you're not a More member. Now, if you feel like a conversation that you had in the past with someone that you know you can't trust currently is the reason why all of this energy is coming out, you're correct. However, because you were rejected by dreamy eyes, you are now aware that you dodged something. And because you're aware of this, you're going to opt out of these type of men. Now, in the coming months, someone that is in a dark place is going to reveal a story. Now, for you, the female, this story involves what they seen you doing at a party. However, for another, it's going to be a story time with a little spice. Now, you could be someone that says spicy a lot. And because you say it a lot, they're going to know exactly who you are. I'm being guided to end it here. Deuces. What is your name? What is your name? Sergisias Etha.